Welcome to Saginaw Valley State University. At this time, we ask that you please silence your cell phones. We also ask that you take a moment to note all emergency exits, both in front of and behind you. Thank you, and enjoy today's event.
Good afternoon, and welcome to our Nursing Symposium and Graduate Recognition Ceremony. I am Dr. Ava Lewis, Professor of Nursing for the Department of Nursing. We are so happy that you chose to celebrate with us on this wonderful milestone in the lives of our students. On behalf of our President, Dr. Donald Bashan, our College Dean, Dr. Judith Rulin, our Nursing Department Chair, Dr. Karen Brown-Fackler, and the Department of Nursing faculty and staff, we welcome you to SVSU. Thank you and enjoy the ceremony. At this time, as we start, we will have international nursing experiences. First, Kyle Baxter will be presenting on Nepal, and then we'll have Jenna McLean and Felicia Melkai presenting on Switzerland, followed by Nursing in China and in the USA from our nursing scholars from Jinan University in Guangzhou, China. That'll be Sean Mei Zheng and Jiaji Yan.
Hello, everyone. As Dr. Avery said, I'm Kyle, and I've been asked to give a presentation on one of the great opportunities that nursing students here at SVSU have, studying abroad, and more specifically, my trip to Nepal. Our trip had the goal of gaining firsthand experience with how a developing country's culture, economy, religion, and government can affect their healthcare system. After half a year of researching Nepal and its people, 11 other students and our wonderful professors, Dr. Hernandez and Dr. Mercer, and myself were off to the country that we thought we knew so much about. Throughout our trip, the country was wildly beautiful, the cityscapes were hectic and busy, and the people were welcoming, especially our guide, Mr. Beam, who guided us through the roads of Nepal that lacked any form of traffic signals, lines, or signs. We survived the travels, though, and were able to hike mountains, explore caves, view temples, and even visit a wildlife sanctuary in Chitwan National Park that protected dozens of species of animals and that had helped bring the Nepalese elephants back from the brink of extinction. What stood out to us most, though, were the hospitals and organizations that we visited and how they were able to meet the people in Nepal where they were at and give them the care that they needed. The healthcare facilities we visited were very different from those that we were used to in the US. The first hospital that we visited had been founded by a group of Nepalese educated doctors from the nearby government hospital who had decided they wanted to provide more affordable care to more patients. The group of physicians bought 3 apartment buildings and constructed makeshift hallways between the buildings and connected them. They placed the morgue in the basement, the laboratory in the old administration building, and the ORs were repurposed apartment rooms with curtains separating them from the hallways. This was lacking our standard of cleanliness and privacy, but for the patients that they served, they were extremely happy to receive care that they could afford. And with the profits from the hospital, we were able to visit a facility that they have now moved into that would never have been there if they had not done this. The last organization that we visited had the biggest impact on us, and it was Her Farm. Located in rural Nepal, this 100% woman-owned and ran community gives health care, education, and economic opportunities for the women and children that they serve. This community accepts women who have been shunned because of leaving abusive relationships, have been victims of rape, and have been survivors of many other terrible situations. The farm provided provided the women and children a place to grow and heal a school to educate the children along the mountainside too, a shelter from earthquakes, and opportunities to receive training in a growing list of occupations ranging from filmmaking to nursing. We were able to hear their personal stories on how much the farm had changed their lives and gave them hope for change in Nepal. It was amazing to see these women whose stories we heard, who had been shut down completely and closed themselves away from the world, were now so vibrant and even sending us on our way with a dance party to Nepali music and dance. Opportunities like this trip helped to shape us as young adults and healthcare professionals. And I wanted to thank both Dr. Renee Hernandez and Dr. Lucy Mercer, the SVSU Study Abroad program, for giving us this opportunity, and to our parents that let us travel so far away and supported us the whole time. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. On March 3rd through the 10th of last spring break, Jenna and I, among other SVSU students, spent the week traveling around Switzerland, learning about its culture and global healthcare. Here are some of the highlights we wanted to share with you.
The first highlight of our trip took us to the United Nations. During our visit, we were able to see a General Assembly in session discussing different aspects of education. We were also given a tour by a UN staff member and were able to see an exhibit they had on display regarding childhood labor and children's basic human rights.
At the Red Cross Red Crescent headquarters, we learned about this mission and methods to alleviate human suffering while protecting human life, their health, and to uphold human dignity. We also learned about the task force that helps get this giant feat done. One of the things I found the most interesting from the Red Cross Red Crescent was how they helped immigrants and refugees communicate with their loved ones, and how they have been doing so since before the First World War and continue to do so today.
The World Health Organization, along with the United Nations, are responsible for setting international health policies. At the World Health Organization, they discussed this process with us and also how it was implemented during the Ebola outbreak in 2014. We were given the opportunity to meet with the incident commander from the 2014 Ebola outbreak and discuss the importance of providing culturally sensitive care during an international disaster. At each agency, the United Nations, the International Red Cross Red Crescent, and the World Health Organization, we also met with human resource representatives to learn about internship and career opportunities that are available to us and other ways that we can get involved with the organizations.
At the Kaye Chocolate Factory, we learned about everything from the history of chocolate to where the products are harvested and how the chocolate is made from start to finish. There, we sampled a variety of chocolates with glee using all of our senses. Luckily for us, we quickly learned why chocolate is such a big part of Swiss culture after visiting the factory.
We spent an afternoon touring the ancient walled city of Gruyere. In Gruyere, we were able to tour a castle and experience traditional Gruyere cheese making. At the Gruyere Cheese Factory and Museum, we were able to learn about Swiss agriculture and the role it plays in the cheese-making process. We were also able to overlook the actual cheese factory and experience the cheese-making process in real time. We were also given samples of the Gruyere cheese at different ages so we could experience for ourselves the difference in taste depending on the age of the cheese.
Near the end of the week, we took a spontaneous trip to France and roamed a little village that looked like it came straight out of Beauty and the Beast, where the streets were cobblestone, the food was amazing, and we barely communicated with the locals in our broken French. It was a lovely day, and I think the perfect ending to our whirlwind trip. And of course, the food was so delicious, it deserves its own slide.
Even though our trip was only a week, we were able to learn so much about not only international healthcare, but also the Swiss culture. We experienced firsthand that it's common in Switzerland to spend multiple hours at a restaurant and really spend the time enjoying the food and visiting one another when we couldn't get the waiter to bring us our bill.
It was very interesting trying to communicate with the locals due to the language barrier. In the region of Switzerland that we were in, they primarily spoke French with a few speaking Germans. Our group knew very little French, but luckily they were accustomed to English speakers, so it wasn't hard to find a translator when we needed to order food or get directions.
We also learned that it's the culture norm to run to catch a cab, train, or subway, and that it doesn't indicate that there's an emergency like we think often in America.
We weren't able to get away from the unpredictable weather during our spring break trip, since the weather is pretty similar to the weather here in Michigan. I think it's safe to say we experienced nearly all the seasons on our trip between the rain, the snow, and the sun.
We were able to learn and experience so much during our short time in Switzerland. We were able to see how different countries and cultures can work together and learn from one another, and that Switzerland is a beautiful breeding ground for that, since so many cultures interact so closely with one another.
We would like to thank SVSU for allowing us this opportunity, and a huge shout out to our fearless leaders, Dr. Andrea Frederick and Dr. Ava Lewis, for taking us along and teaching us so much. Without you, this trip wouldn't have been possible.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Xiaomei, and I am a nurse from Guangzhou, China.
I'm Jie. I'm an orthopedic nurse from Guangzhou in China.
It's our great honor standing here to share our experience in Guangzhou and in the United States. I think most of you didn't know much about Guangzhou, and Guangzhou is located in the south of China and is the capital of Guangdong province. It's the third biggest city in the mainland of China, and it has a long history of more than 2,000 years. The most wonderful thing living in Guangzhou is you can experience the modern things and the historical culture at the same time. I became an ICU nurse after I graduated from Jinan University in 2015, and the hospital I work for is next to my school.
Now it's my honor to introduce the first affiliated hospital to you. The hospital was established in 1981. It has nearly 2,000 beds, and we have over 1,200 nurses. The nursing department was founded in 1981 by Professor Ai Lian. Professor Ai Lian is a very famous nursing expert in China. Now she is considered to be the symbol of the nursing science in Guangdong province. If you want to learn more about the nursing in Guangdong province, I believe we should learn about her first. Professor Ai Lian was born in the north of China in a wealthy family. Her father was a businessman, and she had 6 brothers and sisters. In 1247, she came to the United States and studied in Columbia University. After graduation, she went back to China and established 4 nursing schools. The Nursing College of Jinan University, from which Xiaomei and I graduated from, is one of the 4 nursing schools. Here is a biography of her. This book, telling the story of her, was published 4 years ago in China. Now I'll introduce the orthopedic units I work in to you. There are 3 orthopedic units in my hospital, and I work in the Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Center, and I'm the vice manager of this unit. We have 65 beds and 19 nurses. Here is those pictures show the nurses working with me. Here is a story with the orthopedic unit with American friends. Maybe you know this guy, McGrady. He was a famous NBA basketball player. This picture was taken in 2014 when McGrady came to our hospital to receive the treatment. This is what we are doing now, the ERAS project, and we also have a case management nurse. This case management nurse had received case management training in Taiwan. So now we are doing our best to to provide the best practice and care to the patient.
Our central intensive care unit has two wards, east and west. And the east is mainly for medical patients, and the west is mainly for the surgical patient. There are 31 beds in our wards, and our nurse-patient ratio is nearly 3:1. But the nurse shortage is always the problem in our unit and in our hospital. Our ICU became the training base of critical care specialist nurse in 2018. We provide some clinical training and courses for the nurses from all over the Guangdong province. And we have remote video equipment for conference and study. And we also have some training program and courses for our nurses every week. These are the group pictures in our unit. And in 2015, the team from SVSU, led by Professor Toss and Professor Berry, visit our unit, and we have a very good communication and some activities, and we really had a good time there.
In this winter semester, we too spent 3 weekends with SVSU nursing students in McLaren. What we have learned was much more than we expected. And we were also impressed by the excellent job of these nursing students. They are really awesome. We also greatly admired these advantages in the United States. You have long-term acute care, rehabilitation center, and family nurse practitioner. So patients, they do not need to stay in hospital for such a long time. And the discharged patients, they can receive continuous nurse care at home. In my country, we do have community hospital and long-term care facilities, but compared to the United States, now maybe it's not as good as those in Michigan. However, the government has come to realize the urgency to develop the community hospital and the long-term health care. So now, the government of China is putting more and more resources, such as money and people, into the healthcare system so as to guarantee the health care for Chinese citizens. In other words, the situation in China is changing, and it is getting better and better. Actually, before the government released its revolutionary policy, we have already taken action to provide health care to discharged patients. In Guangdong province, the first affiliated hospital of Jinan University is the first hospital to establish the continuing nursing unit. So we have a home visit nurse. The home visit nurse is a transition of family nurse practitioner. Now the discharged patient in Guangdong province can get her health care from home visit nurse. Okay, so it's a brief summary of the differences between the two countries. We came to Saginaw because of this exchange program between Saginaw Valley State University and Jinan University. We greatly appreciate the excellent work of the faculty in nursing department and Professor Roland. We enjoy studying here, and we have learned a lot with nursing students. Yeah.
And at last, we want to show our best wishes to you, to all of you, and congratulations.
And yeah, it's your graduation day, so please accept our best wishes for your bright future. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
I'd like to thank the students for those wonderful presentations. At this time, we will have the symposium address coming from our dean, Dr. Judith Rulin.
Thank you, Ava. Before I begin, I would like to introduce a few people. I would like to begin by introducing Provost Deborah Huntley, who's with us in the audience tonight. Thank you for coming. And then I would like to ask all of the nursing faculty and staff to stand so that we can recognize them, and our clinical partners if you're here. Please stand. Thank you very much. Not all of our faculty are with us, and certainly not all of our clinical partners, but they make this place run, so thank you again. So, what a wonderful evening it is for all of you and for all of us. Finishing a goal is always a great feeling, but when it's a hard-fought goal like nursing education, it's even more fulfilling, isn't it? Your accomplishments, as will be discussed this evening, are impressive. And some of you are just beginning your careers with jobs in hand. Others of you are looking for just exactly the perfect position. And some of you have finished the next step in your educational process with the RN to BSN. And that will help you move to your next professional accomplishment, one which will take you places which you can probably not even yet imagine. Your hard work in all of these areas over the past several years will pay you back tenfold, I'm sure. Tonight, after me, you will hear your classmates recount your collective journey through this professional program, and one which has shaped your professional identity. We will see firsthand how you have changed over the past 4 to 6 years. For some of you, that journey meant embracing a whole totally new country, learning a new language and customs, and then learning a whole new way of practicing nursing. For our RN to BSN students, it may have meant coming back to school while juggling a full-time nursing job, children, college-age teens, aging parents, all kinds of things. But all of you did it, and did it well. And what an impressive journey it's been, one you will never forget, believe me. Now you look to the future, and it will be equally impressive, I'm sure. And it will bring change and promise of a world that will embrace all that nursing has to offer. And that is the beauty of nursing. It's capable of being so many different things to each of us, depending upon where our interests and opportunities lie. It has changed so much for all of us since we entered nursing, and it will continue to change at a rapid rate as you practice nursing over your lifetime. And you need to be ready for that change, and I think you are. You need to embrace it and realize how well prepared you are for the ride, for that ride on a wave of chaos. And it will be chaotic. You yourself will be ready for change. You need to be, and that is a good thing. You have a plan right now. Right now, you all think you know what's going to happen in your first year of practice, or you have a plan for that first year of practice. You need to be prepared for something different than that plan. You may arrive at your place of employment or where you hope to be employed, and the position that you thought was to be yours may be quite different than you expected, or it may in fact not even be a bit like you thought it was going to be. You need to go with the flow, ask good questions, learn from what you're being offered. In my first 6 months of employment, I went from what was supposed to be a med-surg assignment to a neuro floor, and then a critical care course, and the next thing I knew, I was helping set up a brand new intensive care unit. And for me, it turned out to be a perfect fit. But I wouldn't have guessed it. I didn't expect it. And I was luckily ready for that change. I embraced it, but I didn't know I would. It changed my nursing life forever. So be ready. Embrace what you're offered. Let your preconceived plans that I know are in your heads right now, let those plans go. See value in the new beginnings that might not be the beginnings you have planned, and see what happens. Most importantly, of anything I could tell you tonight, through all the years that I practiced nursing, there's one constant that remains, and that is how important each of you will be in one person's life each day that you practice. You need to watch for this. You need to be ready for it and appreciate it. Don't miss it. It's like a hummingbird. It comes, it goes, and you think, who's that? You need to be ready to reflect about it. When I practice at the bedside in critical care, as I did for over 40 years, or taught in the classroom or clinical area, which I've also done at the same time for most of the 45 years that I've been teaching, moments that I spent with a patient or a student become incredibly meaningful, transformative for me, and hopefully for the patient or the student. When we really connect, it changes me as a person, and it helps me see why I do this every day. For most of the years while I was teaching, I also practiced critical care twice a month at least on Saturday nights, from 7 at night to 7 in the morning, and then more often in the summers. Maybe because I wasn't in the hospital every day, or maybe because it's just me, I would leave the hospital with more energy in the morning than I had had when I entered in the evening. I would feel like I had made a real difference, like it mattered that I'd been there. Maybe it was just one person, I was just one person that I had talked to, one family member in the waiting room, one set of blood gases that I'd figured out what was the cause of those abnormalities and called the resident about, one thing. But much more often, it was a myriad of things which all together helped me figure out why I got into this profession so many years ago. Maybe it was at work after a great class with students where I had helped them understand one difficult critical care material concept or one difficult research concept, and I knew they really got it. And I'd walk out of class that night, and I would feel that same kind of excitement, like it really mattered that I'd been there, and my time had been really well spent. So give yourself a minute to reflect, to really feel that excitement in the midst of waves of exhaustion that you'll feel. Hate to tell you, but it's there. You probably know it already. That sometimes can accompany that same excitement. Use the thrill of that excitement to get through the exhaustion that you're sure to feel in your upcoming years. A few years ago, I joined an SVS team that went to Nepal. I didn't know he was going to talk about that tonight, but it goes well. For 10 days to assist with the earthquake that had happened and to assist people who were still suffering months later. We saw person after person who'd been through a devastating time, more devastating than most of us can imagine. My job was to triage the patients as they came to our primary care station that we set up in various locations around Kathmandu. I couldn't speak their language, not a word, but through pantomime and impromptu interpreters that we conveyed the necessary information to each other, patient to nurse, about what was most troubling to them and their family members. Often, our team worked minimally 12 hours in hot, humid conditions with long lines of people waiting to see us. The people patiently waited, sometimes in the rain and always in the sun, to see us. I was dog-tired each day, but I could tell from them that they were glad we were there and we were making a difference in their lives, if only to provide comfort of their knowing that I cared and I was listening to them describe what happened. Once again, I was a nurse, and it mattered. I've been to many parts of the world making such trips, in many countries in Latin America, disasters in the United States, and then Nepal. Whether I'm with a patient in the critical care unit, or the back of a church in Guatemala, Mexico, Bolivia, or Honduras, it's always the same interaction. I am a nurse, and they are people who need my help, and it matters. It's always in the ride back on the crowded bus or in the back of the truck, or 5 of us squeezed into the taxi, or in the tent at night, that I for a minute think about how incredibly blessed I am to be a nurse. So I hope you remember, in the next year especially, to steal that minute to reflect. It's a joyful minute, believe me. It's better than a leave for your feet. So tonight, as you sit with your family, so excited to be finishing one phase of your education, I am so excited to be welcoming you into the next phase of your career. I know that you too will have many, many, many moments like I've just described. And that when you are leaving your place of employment at the end of a long day, I hope that you too will take a moment to reflect and realize what a great thing you've just accomplished by giving yourself to this great profession. No matter how tired you are at the end of a day, that you will feel that thrill that I do after these special interactions. That nursing will always give to you what it gives to me. I love nursing. And I hope that from year to year, it gives to you what it gives to me. And I also hope that you'll consider keeping us on your radar. Take a short break, but then get right back at thinking about what to do with the rest of your career in terms of graduate school. We are here to help you with graduate school, to advise you about career choices, Sigma Theta Tau meetings to continue your scholarship and your research interests, or just to have you come by and talk to us. When I was teaching actively, students used to call me at the oddest hours of the day and night and tell me, that story you told me, it happened to me tonight. And then they tell me about what happened to them. Do that. Dr. Frederick won't mind. Neither will Dr. Toth. None of them will mind. Will you? I don't think they'll mind. Mindy Fabro loves to get calls late at night, for sure. Call them. Tell them that what they told you about their special moments in nursing is happening to you. Share them your triumphs, share them the tough days. They'll be there to listen. Come by to football games. Come by to talk to us about what turn you should take next. When should you start graduate school? Should you get a DMP? Talk to us. We're here to listen. Nursing is a connected community. We want you to know that we're here for you throughout your development. So, once again, I congratulate you on your outstanding accomplishments that we're going to hear more about right now. And I look forward to seeing you all right here tomorrow night. You can go to our commencement site, and family, you could pick your seats to see the best seats to sit in to see your students. That's on the commencement site. And come early, pick a good seat. Walk around early, see the pictures that are playing on the video up front. We're here for you. We enjoyed having you with us. Come back often. Congratulations to the class of 2019.
Thank you, Dr. Rulin, for those words of encouragement. At this time, we're going to have the journey from Nepal to the USA from Risha Joshi and Ashika Singh, followed by the student nurse to graduate nurse from Tori Wanglin, Olivia Goff, Dr. Fredericks, and Megan Gerhardt.
Good evening, family, friends, faculty, honored guests. Welcome to the Nursing Symposium pinning ceremony of December 2019. I'm Ashika.
Namaste, I'm Raisa.
And we are here for the short presentation on our journey from Nepal to SVSU to pursue a bachelor's of degree in nursing. We would first like to thank SVSU Nursing Department, our dean, dedicated faculty and family, friends for extending this opportunity to share a few thoughts on this journey represented in Nepalese nurses as each of us embark on the next phase of our life. To all the nurses present here today, we are very honored to be here.
Nepal is a small, beautiful, and landlocked country in the South Asia. The straight line distance between our hometown and Saginaw is 74 miles. It is another side in the world map. Our country has lots of beautiful places to visit and full of scenic beauty. Our country is famous for the Mount Everest and also the birthplace of Lord Buddha. We have many nursing colleges and universities, among which Tribhuvan University is one of them. The university programs such as 3 years diploma nursing, 3 years bachelor in science in nursing, 2 years master in science. Our nursing program is a 3-year course, which includes clinical practice, community visits, and theory classes. We can work immediately after completion of 3 years diploma in nursing course. We are referred as staff nurse in our country. Completion of 3 years bachelor in nursing require post-diploma in nursing for nursing supervisor post. And now our journey from Nepal to USA.
SVSU nursing team have a very close relationship with Nepal. This all started back in 2015 when our country was hit with major earthquake, and the team of SVSU nursing had went to our country for a medical care. Since then, there has been a study abroad program where SVSU, a team of nursing students from SVSU has been visiting our country yearly basis as a part of study abroad program so that they can have better idea about what the nursing and medical is there at Nepal. Walt Disney once said, "All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them." I have to say, it is a gift of the nursing profession that has brought me and Nepalese nurses like me to this faraway place here in States with a strong motive to explore and learn a new nursing community and to take our rightful place with help of other nurses, others along the way. I grew up in a small country in Nepal where everyone pretty much has the same opportunities and same life. Bridging the gap at States was difficult. We have completed diploma in nursing course in our country and came here to enroll in our to BSN course. We had to go through a number of process being an international nurse. All the documents we went through in our country had to be verified by CGFNS International Board to be eligible for associate degree equivalency. CGFNS stands for Commission on Graduates of Foreign Nursing Schools, which evaluate our nursing documents and make sure we are eligible to be here. We also had to go for a CGFNS qualifying exam prior being eligible for studying for NCLEX RN licensure for the Michigan State. We feel lucky our college provided us a CPT program, part as a curricular practical training right before as a part of the nursing program so that we can study as well as practice nursing in state so that we can have better vision of what nursing exactly is here. I would like to thank to SVSU nursing team. Being a new environment here, we had a lot of challenges to go through. We had very little knowledge of nursing at United States. However, we had continuous guidance and direction for the nursing process that goes here. We were provided several courses to help pass the NCLEX RN license. And most importantly, we had a flexible and most dynamic and understanding team of professors for nursing. Working as a nurse in USA was somehow totally different than what we used to do back in our country as a nurse. We are honored to be part of the SVSU nursing team. We received an opportunity to receive the nursing education and practice nursing independently here in state. We also received an opportunity to work with updated and advanced technology in nursing field. Still learning and still a lot to learn. However, we have a motive now to incorporate learned nursing skills here in States and apply it when we return back to Nepal.
4 years, we wouldn't call it the easiest time of our lives. Before we came here, we had hopes and dreams of being a nurse. Some hope vanished while the dream grew stronger. We always had a passion to be able to contribute to others and bring in changes in their lives, and that brings us to the date we are qualifying as a nurse. This day might seem like a normal day, but for us, it was a result to all the hard work, compelling passion, sleepless nights, and all the excruciating days. Therefore, today we stand not only as a qualified nurse, but as a strong woman. Also, for everything we have learned, earned, and achieved, we would like to thank our professors and everyone who were there as a part of our nursing journey. In these 4 years, we are privileged to have all these great professors who were not only our teachers, but a guide, mentor, and also second family. These 4 years would have been a lot scary and difficulty away from home, but we found a second family in Saginaw, for which we are very thankful.
We feel blessed that we had the best nursing faculty of Saginaw Valley State University who had challenged us, prayed for us, guided us for the NCLEX process, and believing in us. Thank you for holding us to the highest standards of excellence to make sure we reached our full potential. We started our first step together on the very first day of nursing as strangers, not knowing what lay ahead of us. Now here we are, where we have gained knowledge, lifelong friends, and some incredible memories together. It has been a privilege to do nursing school here at Saginaw Valley State University. Last but not the least, congratulations for all the nurses who is graduating. And thank you for the entire SVSU team, friends, and families to guide us and being consistent supportive presence throughout this journey. Hope to have our paths cross somewhere in future. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Megan Gerhart. I would like to thank all of you for being here on behalf of all the nursing graduates. For all the guests and the pinners in the audience, I would like you all to give yourselves a round of applause because you no longer have to hear us complain about nursing school anymore. Woo! With that being said, each nursing student has had a unique journey in getting here, and I hope this video helps you all gain insight on what each and every one of us all went through.
Before we run the video, I have to let everybody know that one of our students was unable to be with us tonight, and that's Olivia Goff. Olivia is the beautiful young woman up here. She's at Cleveland Clinic right now with her husband, who received a lung transplant and a liver transplant. So, Olivia wrote a beautiful speech for the group of you, for our graduates, and so you have to suspend disbelief for a minute while I pretend to be Olivia, okay? Look at the picture, don't look at me, okay? This time, 4 years ago, I was post 100 days from my stem cell transplant. In 2012, my senior year of high school, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. College was held off while I received treatment, and by 2013, I was in remission. I began my schooling to become a nurse at Eastern Michigan University, only to relapse with stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma. As my friends were continuing their college education, I spent my days and nights at C.S. Mott Children's Hospital, recovering from my transplant and chemotherapy. While I was there, I had a nurse, and that nurse had graduated from Saginaw Valley State University, and she suggested to me that I come and check it out. Willing to do anything to start over, I decided to tour the campus, and I immediately fell in love with the campus. 4 months after my last radiation treatment, I moved to Saginaw to finally begin my college career. When people say everything happens for a reason, they could not be more right. God always has a plan. I've never believed that more than I do right now, surrounded by all of you. I am in constant awe of our class and how we lift each other up, all to make it to this point in our lives, not only for now, but forever. I've made friendships, and I know I will be lifelong friends with you. I thank God every day for allowing me to be here with you. We all have worked so hard to be here. My story is just one of many, and you all have your stories and what you went through to finally be here, graduating from nursing school. Through tears and laughs, exams, those dang HESI exams, simulations, pregnancies, Thursday nights at the tavern. You never invited me there, but anyway, okay. And our amazing professors and faculty, we made it. Of course, we couldn't have done it without our support systems.
Thank you to my family, to my mamo and papa who took me to the grocery store weekly with our Denny dinners and our vent sessions, and my brave husband who fights his battle with cystic fibrosis every day. I brought a Kleenex, okay. And my siblings that always make me laugh through it all. Thank you. I love you. Please, this is to you guys, please always remember when caring for our patients, they are more than just a patient in the bed. They all have stories too, just like you. Each and every one of you were a critical piece in my journey, and I couldn't be more proud to be graduating beside you. Congratulations to the nursing class of 2019. We did it.
I'm in shambles since I blew my 16th candle. It's the little things that I can't handle. And we're still in July. Call me or reach me, cause I need samples. A newspaper with no more scandals. Some loose change with no more candles. Can I get about my mind? And yeah, I know my world's burning down. Where to run, who to call? Even though my world's burning down, I know I can get through the fall. Cause life must go on. One blink, then it's all gone. I said life must go on. Even when you know it's all wrong. Whether you're high, whether you're low, gotta keep on, be a part of the show. I said life must go on. Go on, and you know I got you in my mind. In the chemistry that I combine, sis, a melody that's singing you're not fine, but they can't hear me out. So I'm in a rapid conversation to know what this is any normal sensation. The internet saying I'm temptations, and they can't hear me shout. And yeah, I know my world's burning down. Where to run, who to call? Even though my world's burning down, I know I can get through the fall. Cause life must go on. One blink, then it's all gone. I said life must go on. Even when you know it's all wrong. Whether you're high, whether you're low, gotta keep on, be a part of the show. I said life must go on. Go on, and you know I got you. Everything keeps on changing, and I'm caught in the middle. I just keep getting anxious, and I'm caught in the middle. Trouble turning these pages, and I'm caught in the middle. Life must go on. One blink, then it's all gone. I said life must go on. Even when you know it's all wrong. Whether you're high, whether you're low, gotta keep on, be a part of the show. I said life must go on. Go on, and you know I got you. Life must go on. One blink, then it's all gone. I said life must go on. Even when you know it's all wrong. Whether you're high, whether you're low, gotta keep on, be a part of the show. I said life must go on. Go on, and you know I got you. High, whether you're low, gotta keep on, be a part of the show. I said life must go on. Go on, and you know I got you.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
That there's going to be a lot of times where you want to give up, but just pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep working hard because it's all going to be worth it in the end.
It's okay to be stressed 100% of the time. You'll make it through.
To stop preparing for the worst before every exam and doubting my abilities.
I would say that you can do it and you will learn it.
Take care of your mental and physical health because that's more important.
That it's not if you're going to fail, it's when, and that it's okay to fail. You're going to be fine.
If I could give my N1 self advice, it would be don't quit and cry it out.
My N1 advice is to make friends. You never know when you're going to need somebody's help.
Take more naps, and also that listen to Dr. Toth because she might be right, but also it might just be anxiety.
1, don't be afraid of Jamie Huffman because C's do get degrees and you will pass health assessment.
Not stress out too much, don't read too far into the question, and everyone is in the same boat you are.
Not to worry so much and use your textbook as more than a coffee coaster.
To relax because you made it and you totally got this.
Never underestimate the power of strong coffee and good friends.
It'd be stop crying so much. You're gonna be fine.
It's the right choice, and then it all comes together in the end.
Double glove, never trust a fart, and your hands are gonna go places you never thought they would go before.
Just cry for 5 minutes instead of 20 minutes, put it in the past and move on.
Never to open a tab at Pierce Road after an exam or payday.
Find your close-knit friend group right away, but never be afraid to expand it.
When you are 99% sure you're losing your mind, you're not. Just keep going.
To trust myself and that I have everything I need to succeed inside of me.
To remember why I became a nurse in the first place and to not let anyone else tell me otherwise.
That you can do every single assignment throughout the program at the very last minute and still graduate. I'm proof.
Just relax.
Yeah. You got this.
Fine.
We did it!
We would like to thank all of the nursing faculty and the university for their continued support throughout our journey. Now let's give a round of applause to all of our graduates.
Thank you, students, for that wonderful journey from student nurse to graduate nurse. At this time, we will have the SVSU nursing pins shared by Kayla Desatel, Amra Ansel, and Rebecca Pedler, followed by recognition of graduates by Dr. David Peruski.
Thank you all for being here with us this afternoon as we share our journey through nursing school with you and celebrate our transition from students to registered nurses.
The tradition of the nursing pin began with Florence Nightingale, who was the pioneer of the nursing field. A pin was given to Florence by the military in order to commemorate her services for them. She then designed her own pin to be given to other nurses for their services. This began a tradition that was carried on by many nursing schools and is still continued today.
The pin we will be wearing today was designed by Roberta Kripe, a student from the first graduating class of Saginaw Valley State College School of Nursing in June of 1979. The triangle on the pin symbolizes the Tri-City area, Saginaw, Midland, and Bay City, that surrounds Saginaw Valley State. The dove and olive branch were chosen by the first graduating class as a symbol of peace because they felt that nursing was a peaceful art. Red was chosen as the color because it is the official color of Saginaw Valley State University.
Honored guests who will be assisting with the pinning include Margaret Francis China, Heather Kruger, Sharon Panapucci, Molly Stapish, and Colleen Markle, as well as many others.
Now would the RN to BSN students please come forward? Stand over here. Okay, so our first RN to BSN student that will be recognized is Archana Adhikari. Archana is graduating magna cum laude, and she is currently working as an RN in adult rehabilitation. Her goal is to pursue a career in healthcare administration. Our next graduate is Raisa Josie. And so go. Raisa was a recipient of the Red and White Scholarship. She is working at the Saginaw Senior Care Rehabilitation Center. Her goal is to bring positive healthcare changes to her home country in Nepal, implementing the technology, knowledge, and skills that she has learned at SVSU. Okay, Usha Perrier. Usha is graduating magna cum laude. She is currently working as an RN on the surgical floor in Mercy Hospital at Fort Smith, Arkansas. Her goal is to gain clinical skills and become a nurse practitioner. Our next graduate, Nirmala Pant. She is graduating magna cum laude. She is working at Hoyt Nursing and Rehab Center. Her goal is to get ICU patient care experience and return to school to become a CRNA. And our final graduate is Ashika Singh. Ashika is graduating magna cum laude. She has a minor in health science. She has accepted a position at Ascension St. Mary's Hospital in the intensive care unit. Her goal is to pursue an advanced practice degree in nursing and to become certified in critical care. To follow, we will have faculty presenting the remaining graduates. Mindy Fabro will be presenting graduates, Dr. Tammy Hill, Dr. Cynthia Hubert, and Dr. Rebecca Toth.
Our first graduate that we have is Amra Ansel. Amra completed her leadership at McLaren Bay on the Cardiac Med Surg unit. She has accepted a position at McLaren Bay on the Behavioral Health unit. She graduates summa cum laude. She would like to thank her husband Jordan for supporting her, her daughter Sutton for motivating her cat Angel for studying with her, her parents, siblings, and in-laws for believing in her. Congratulations, Amara. Hannah Atwell. Hannah completed her leadership at Mid-Michigan on a specialty surgical unit. She has a goal to obtain a position on an ICU unit. She graduates four-year varsity athlete, Saginaw Valley softball. She would like to thank her family, friends, and teammates for all the love and support they have given her along the way and for keeping her sane. Congratulations, Hannah. Sierra Avery. Sierra completed her leadership at Hurley Medical Center on the PICU. She has a goal to obtain a position in a pediatric ICU. She graduates cum laude. She would like to thank her amazing mom, fiance, and friends that she has made throughout the program. Congratulations, Sierra. Lauren Bacher. Lauren completed her leadership at Mid-Michigan on the PCU unit. She has accepted a position on a neuro PCU unit at Beaumont Royal Oak. She graduates four-year varsity athlete, Saginaw Valley softball. She would like to thank her family, friends, and boyfriend for supporting and encouraging her along the way. She wouldn't be here without them today. Congratulations, Lauren. Kyle Baxter. Kyle completed his leadership at Covenant on the cardiovascular step-down unit. He has a goal to obtain a position at the CVICU or emergency department. He graduates former vice president of TKE, president of Pi Club, former varsity cross-country and track athlete. He would like to thank his family, fraternity, PHE, orientation programs, alternative breaks, Joel's Couch, and the Rider Center. Congratulations, Kyle. Brady Beckwith. Brady did his leadership at Hurley Medical Center. He has a goal to obtain a position at Hurley Medical Center in the emergency department. He graduates cum laude. He would like to thank God, his family, and his friends for helping him through nursing school. Congratulations, Brady. And Kendallin Bernard. She completed her leadership at Henry Ford Hospital in the internal medicine. She has a goal to obtain a position in the emergency department. She graduates magna cum laude, Sigma Theta Tau. She would like to thank her mentors, professors, and family for all of their help and support throughout the program. Congratulations, Inkem. Rachel Bierlein. Rachel completed her leadership at Ascension St. Mary's Town Center Emergency Department. She has accepted a position at Covenant Healthcare on the Cardiac Step-Down Unit. She graduates magna cum laude, Sigma Theta Tau. She would like to thank God for placing the most supportive, encouraging, and loving people in her life. Her family, friends, Luke, Shelby, and Jayla, thank you for cheering me up every step of the way. Congratulations, Rachel. Tim Blair. Tim completed his leadership at Covenant 3 East. He has accepted a position at Henry Ford Macomb in the emergency department. He would like to thank everyone who has pushed him to be the best nurse he can be throughout nursing school. Congratulations, Tim. Miranda Bonder. Miranda completed her leadership at Ascension St. Mary's Medical Surgical Floor. She has a goal to obtain a position in the emergency department. She would like to thank her family and friends for supporting and believing in her throughout this journey and helping her achieve her goals. Congratulations, Miranda. Stephanie Brink. Stephanie completed her leadership at Mid-Michigan Medical Center Midland on a neuro-med-surg unit. She has a goal to obtain a position as a medical office nurse or a community health nurse. She would like to thank her husband for all of his support. Although it was a rocky road, it was worth it. She loves you. She also would like to thank her family for constant encouragement. Congratulations, Stephanie. Devin Brown. Devin completed his leadership at Henry Ford Hospital I-5 Cardiology Unit. He has accepted a position at Henry Ford Hospital in the cardiology department. He graduates Outstanding Graduate by the nursing department and the Dean's List. He would like to thank his amazing family for the love and support, his girlfriend, who is also getting pinned today, and the nursing faculty for their guidance. Congratulations, Devin. Kevin Brownlee. Kevin completed his leadership at Mid-Michigan 5600 unit. He has a goal to obtain a position in the acute care setting and then go back to school for a CRNA program. He graduates summa cum laude. He would like to thank his mom and his dad for always being there for him and his friends that he has made at SVSU for the help and support. Congratulations, Kevin. Leah Bonodono. Leah completed her leadership at Hurley Medical Center in the PICU. She has a goal to obtain a position in the emergency department or PICU. She would like to thank her mom, dad, and stepdad, as well as her amazing friends. She couldn't have done it without you. Congratulations, Leah. Savannah Cherry. Savannah completed her leadership at St. Mary's. She has accepted a position at Covenant Healthcare in the ICU step-down unit. She graduates summa cum laude. She would like to thank her family, friends, and boyfriend. Congratulations, Savannah. Rachel Christie. Rachel completed her leadership at Mid-Michigan Gratiot in the emergency department. She has accepted a position at Mid-Michigan Alma in the emergency department. She graduates Sigma Theta Tau, National Honor Society, Founder Scholar Student, 2 times member of Pi Sigma Sigma Executive Board. She would like to thank her family and friends for their endless support. A special thanks to her mom and her dad, Jonathan, Kelly, Becca, Kelvin, and Ollie. She loves you and couldn't have done it without you. Congratulations, Rachel. Saturn Dean. Saturn completed her leadership at Mid-Michigan Health in the Neurotrauma ICU. She has accepted a position at the McLaren Thumb Region ICU. She graduates cum laude. She would like to thank Monica Skiba, Dr. Ruland, and Dr. Toth for helping to make this possible for her. She would also like to thank her family and friends for supporting her on this crazy journey. Congratulations, Saturn. Tori Delecta. Tori completed her leadership at McLaren Flint CCU. She has a goal to obtain a position as a pediatric nurse. She would like to thank her parents for always supporting her dreams and goals, her best friend and sister Cassidy for keeping her smiling, and finally her friends for pushing her across the finish line. Congratulations, Tori. Kayla Desitel. Kayla completed her leadership at Covenant Healthcare, Cardiac Care Unit. She has accepted a position at the University of Kentucky Children's Hospital in the neonatal intensive care unit. She graduates summa cum laude. She would like to thank Jesus, her family, and friends for encouraging her and always reminding her to trust her gut. She wouldn't be here without you today. Congratulations, Kayla.
Grace Japri. She did her leadership at McLaren Bay Region Medical Surgical Neuro Floor. She has accepted her first position at Ascension and St. Mary's in the orthopedic unit. She would like to thank her friends, family, and especially her dear husband for the unconditional love and support throughout this journey. Congratulations, Grace. Claire Domeyer. She did her leadership at McLaren Central. She has accepted her first job at Sparrow Hospital in Lansing in the labor and delivery unit. She would like to thank her boyfriend and family for putting up with her during the program and always supporting her. Congratulations, Claire. Brian Dorshenko. He did his leadership at Henry Ford Detroit in the observations unit. His goal is to obtain a position at the Metro Detroit area in orthopedics. He graduates on the Dean's List, Tau Kappa Epsilon, Bachelor of Science in Health Science. He would like to thank his family for the endless support, especially his mom and dad and grandma, and for his friends made in the nursing school, who he wouldn't be here without. And to times of struggle and celebration, he loves you guys. Stephanie Dunning. Stephanie did her leadership at Mid-Michigan Medical Center in the general surgery unit. She has taken her first job at Mid-Michigan Medical Center in Midland on the surgical unit. She graduates cum laude. She would like to thank her parents, boyfriend, her friends, and for believing in her and supporting her along this journey. Congratulations, Stephanie. Alicia Edwards. Alicia did her leadership at St. Mary's Hospital on the medical oncology unit. She has accepted her first position at Augusta University Medical Center on the Med-Surg unit. She would like to thank God, Henry, her children, close friends, and family who truly support her through it all. She loves you. Congratulations, Alicia. Laura England. She did her leadership at Ascension St. Mary's Hospital in the emergency department. Her goal is to obtain a position in the emergency department for a couple of years and then begin travel nursing. She would like to thank her family and her friends that have become family here in Michigan. She thanks you for always supporting her and loving her unconditionally. Congratulations, Laura. Joel Fryer. Joel did his leadership at Hurley Medical Center in the emergency department. His goal is to obtain a position at a level 1 trauma center and return to school to become a trauma nurse practitioner. He graduates cum laude and foundation scholar. He would like to thank his mom and dad, his aunt, girlfriend, Autumn, and his friends and brothers who supported him, and also all the preceptors who taught him to be a nurse. Congratulations, Joel. Mackenzie Futrell. She did her leadership at Hurley Medical Center in the neonatal intensive care unit. She has obtained a position at Helen DeVos Children's Hospital in the neonatal intensive care unit. She graduates cum laude. She would like to thank her parents, boyfriend's family, and friends for the endless amount of love, support, and encouragement. Congratulations, Mackenzie. Elena Galvez. Elena did her leadership at McLaren Bay Region on 4 West on the cardiac floor. She has accepted her first position at Ascension St. Mary's in the observation unit, and her goal is to continue education to become an NP. She would like to thank her mom and sister for their love and support and for believing in her. Congratulations, Elena. Megan Gearhart. Megan did her leadership at Covenant Healthcare in the step-down unit neurotrauma. She has obtained her first position at Children's Hospital in Detroit in the nurse residency program. She would like to thank her entire family, boyfriend, and dogs. You guys have been there through the tears and laughs, and she appreciates and loves you all. Congratulations, Megan. Melanie George. Melanie did her leadership at Mid-Michigan Gratiot Alma. She has accepted her first position in Mid-Michigan Medical Center in Alma on the Med-Surg unit. She would like to thank her boyfriend Grant for always pushing her to do her best and not allowing her to drop out. She'd also like to thank their families for all the love and support. Congratulations, Melanie. Our next graduate is at Cleveland Clinic, and there's a nurse there going to pin her, and I would still like to read about her today. She did her leadership at Beaumont Royal Oak in the surgical ICU. She has accepted her first position at CS Mott Children's Hospital in the congenital heart unit. She would like to thank her parents and siblings for always being there for her and keeping her laughing, her husband Connor for loving her through the insanity, and her grandparents for everything they do. Congratulations, Olivia. Nicholas Granzel. Nicholas did his leadership at Ascension St. Mary's in the trauma intensive care unit. His goal is to obtain a position at an emergency department or trauma intensive care unit. He would like to thank his mom and dad for their support. He would also like to thank Maddie and the Teltos, his friends and family, for helping him through the past 4 years. Congratulations, Nicholas. Gabby Green. Gabby did her leadership at Hurley Medical Center and the ICCU. Her goal is to obtain a position at a cardiac floor. She graduates president of the Saginaw Valley Stock Seat Equestrian Team. She would like to thank her family, boyfriend Cody, her friends, her professors for the support and encouragement throughout this program. Congratulations, Gabby. Donald Wesley Ham. He did his leadership at the VA Medical Center here in Saginaw. He has obtained a position at Covenant Healthcare and SICU at Cooper. He graduates magna cum laude, and he served as a cavalry scout in the U.S. Army. Thank you to his parents, brother, friends, and the wonderful faculty and classmates that have assisted him on his journey at SVSU. Also, special thank you to Mr. Ben Hemstreet. Congratulations, Donald. Haley Hartman. Haley did her leadership at Covenant Cardiac Step-Down Unit. She has accepted her first position at Munson Critical Care Residency Program. She graduates cum laude. She would like to thank her parents, aunt, family, and friends for the continuous love and support throughout this roller coaster of a journey. Congratulations, Haley. Benjamin Paul Hemstreet. Ben, as I like to call him, did his leadership at Covenant Healthcare ICU. His goal is to obtain a position as a flight nurse. He graduates summa cum laude. He would like to thank his loving, supporting wife, Mr. Don Ham, SVSU nursing faculty, his chill classmates, and family. Congratulations, Ben. Lauren Hermans. Lauren did her leadership at Hurley Flint in the Neurotrauma Intensive Care Unit. She has obtained her first position at Butterworth Hospital in Grand Rapids on the Labor and Delivery Unit. She would like to thank her mom, dad, family, her nursing family, and friends for all their support, love, and encouragement. She couldn't have done it without you. Congratulations, Lauren. Nathan Holt. Sorry. Woo! He did his leadership at Ascension St. Mary's Neuro ICU. His goal is to obtain a position in an emergency department or an ICU. He graduates cum laude. He would like to thank his friends and family. Congratulations, Nathan.
Kaylee Marie Housen. Kaylee did her leadership at Hurley Medical Center in the resource pool. Her goal is to obtain a position on a pediatric unit. She graduates cum laude. Kaylee would like to thank her family, friends, Kyle and Allie for the love and support she needed to get through this stressful program. She couldn't have done it without you. Congratulations, Kaylee. Shannon Hano. She did her leadership at McLaren Bay Region Cardiac Step-Down Unit. Her goal is to obtain a position in the emergency department. Shannon would like to thank her friends, family, her cat, Stella Bell, and her hedgehog, Kickadoodle, for all their love and support throughout the entire program. Congratulations, Shannon. Alyssa Jennings. She did her leadership at McLaren Bay Hospice on the oncology pediatric floor. Her goal is to obtain a position in a maternity ward. She graduates cum laude and was invited to Sigma Theta Tau. Alyssa would like to thank her family, particularly her parents, for their endless love, support, and unwavering belief in her. Without them, she would not be the person she is today. Congratulations, Alyssa. Haley Ryan Johnson. She did her leadership at Mid-Michigan Gratiot in the ED. She accepted a position at Spectrum Health Rehab and Nursing Center on the Brain Injury Unit. She graduates magna cum laude. Haley would like to thank her parents, grandparents, boyfriend, family, and friends for encouraging her and supporting her through this long journey. Congratulations, Haley. Jeannie Johnson. She did her leadership at Covenant Healthcare. She has a position at the Covenant Healthcare on 5 East. She graduates in Sigma Theta Tau. Jeannie would like to thank Blake, Kate, Alec, and Charlie Johnson. Congratulations, Jeannie. Haley Sue Lake. She did her leadership at Mid-Michigan Gratiot in the float position. She accepted a position at Mid-Michigan Gratiot as a graduate nurse in the ICU. Haley would like to thank her family, friends, and boyfriend for their endless encouragement throughout her time at Saginaw Valley. Congratulations, Haley. Shelby LaPlante. She did her leadership at St. Mary's Town Center in the emergency department. She accepted a position in the Covenant SICU. She graduates cum laude. Shelby would like to thank her family, boyfriend, friends, and the people who posted study guides for supporting me on this journey to my BSN. Congratulations, Shelby. Brooke L. Lehner. She did her leadership at Covenant Healthcare in the Cardiac Step-Down Unit. Brooke has accepted a position at Metro Health in Grand Rapids on the Cardiac Unit. Brooke says thank you to her family, friends, and her boyfriend. Congratulations, Brooke. Jenna Lemansky. She did her leadership at Royal Oak Boma in the MICU. Her goal is to obtain a position in NICU labor and delivery or a mother-baby unit. Jenna would like to thank her parents and her fiance Garrett for supporting her and helping her get through the program. Without them, she would not be here today. Congratulations, Jenna. Caitlin Joy Mason. She did her leadership at Ascension St. Mary's in the Neuro ICU. Her goal is to obtain a position in a neonatal ICU. Caitlin would like to thank her supportive family, her loving boyfriend, and all the crazy friends that pushed her through along the way. She loves you. Congratulations, Caitlin. Jenna J. McLean. She did her leadership at McLaren Bay Region in the Neuro Tele unit. She accepted her position at Sparrow Hospital in the ICU step down. She graduates cum laude. Jenna would like to thank her mom and dad, her grandparents, and the rest of her family, especially Nathan, for all of his support and encouragement throughout these 4 years. Congratulations, Jenna. Felicia Melkai. She did her leadership on the Mid-Michigan Medical Center in Medical ICU and also accepted a position at the Mid-Michigan Medical Center Medical ICU. Felicia would like to thank all of her friends, family, and Stephen for unconditional faith, support, and understanding throughout all nursing school and beyond. She couldn't have done it without you. Congratulations, Felicia. Shelby Nazaroff. She did her leadership at Mid-Michigan. She has a position at Mid-Michigan on the observation unit. Shelby graduates magna cum laude. Shelby would like to thank her parents for being a constant source of love and support. Thank you to her husband for always believing in her and encouraging her in times when she felt overwhelmed. Congratulations, Shelby. Kelsey C. Nelson. Kelsey did her leadership at Hurley Medical Center in the pediatric unit. She accepted her first position at Covenant Healthcare in the Emergency Care Center. She is a member of SNA. Kelsey would like to thank her husband for his endless support throughout this program. She would also like to thank her parents for all their help along the way, too. Congratulations, Kelsey. Aiden Wynn. He did leadership at Covenant. His goal is to obtain a position in the emergency department. Aiden graduates magna cum laude and outstanding graduate. Aiden would like to thank his friends, family, and nursing faculty for making him realize nursing is more fun than pharmacy. Congratulations, Aiden. Taylor Nye. Taylor did her leadership at Covenant Healthcare 6 North Moderate Care. Her goal is to obtain a position in the OB unit or in the ED. Taylor would like to thank her parents for being role models and for their unconditional support. She cannot say thank you enough for all that they have provided for her in this life. She would like to thank her son, Silas, for being motivation and prepping her for the sleepless nights that occurred in nursing school. Thank you to all of her friends and family for helping her maintain her sanity and for your constant love and support. Congratulations, Taylor. Rebecca Pedler. She did her leadership at Mid-Michigan Medical Center, Gratiot, in the emergency department. Her first RN position is at Mid-Michigan Medical Center, also in the emergency department. Rebecca graduates cum laude. Rebecca would like to thank her husband for supporting her unconditionally, her dogs for helping her de-stress, her parents and in-laws, her best friends, and the staff at Mid-Michigan Medical Center. Congratulations, Rebecca. Michaela Ray Puff. She did her leadership at McLaren Thumb Bad Axe. She accepted a position at Cassidy Hills and Dales General Hospital on the medical surgical floor. Michaela graduates magna cum laude and an invitee to Sigma Theta Tau. Michaela would like to thank her fiance, Andrew, for the unconditional love and support. She would also like to thank her parents and entire family for their support, patience, and believing in her. Congratulations, Michaela. Alicia Pablo. She did her leadership at McLaren Bay Region on the cardiac telemetry unit and accepted a position also at McLaren Bay on the cardiac telemetry unit. Alicia graduates magna cum laude and Sigma Theta Tau. Alicia would like to thank her husband, Rusty, and her 2 children, Miley and Russ, along with all of the family and friends for all the love, support, and encouragement throughout this journey. Congratulations, Alicia. Danielle Rock. Danielle did her leadership at Covenant Cardiac Step-Down Unit. Her goal is to obtain a position at Sparrow Hospital as an OB nurse. Danielle would like to thank her mother and father for always believing in her and giving her all the things she needed to succeed. Danielle loves you guys. Congratulations, Danielle.
Andre Alex Rotar. His leadership agency was Mid-Michigan Midland General Medicine Unit. His goal is to obtain a position at the Medical University of South Carolina. He graduates cum laude and would like to thank his family, girlfriend Nicole, friends, peers, and professors. This journey would not have been possible without all of you and your support. He'd like you to know. He says thank you. Congratulations, Andy. Brittany Schwab. Leadership agency was Covenant Healthcare Neurotrauma Progressive Care Unit. She has obtained a position at Covenant Healthcare on the Pulmonary Medical Surgical Unit. She graduates a member of the Student Nurse Association and a Sigma Theta Tau member. She would like to thank her husband, her family, her friends. She says she would also like to thank the friends that she's made throughout the nursing program for all of their support along the way. Congratulations, Brittany. Alexandria Nicole Surgent. Her leadership agency was Hurley Medical Center Med Surg Unit. Her first RN position has been accepted at Covenant Healthcare Harrison ICU. She does graduate cum laude and would like to thank her parents, sisters, and whole family, along with her friends. She would also like to thank God for giving her a chance to be here today. Congratulations, Alexandria. Devin Sessler. Leadership agency was McLaren Neurotelemetry. First RN position has been accepted at Owasso in critical care. She'd like to thank her parents, her boyfriend, and the rest of her family, and friends for all the faith they've had in her. Congratulations. Alexis Elizabeth Shemka. Leadership agency was Children's Hospital of Michigan, Med-Surg Burn and Rehab Unit. First RN position has been accepted at Beaumont Royal Oak Med-Surg. She would like to give a big thank you to her mom and dad for always believing in her and the rest of her family, friends, and boyfriend. She loves you all and couldn't have made it here today without all of your love and support. Congratulations. Rachel Sinclair. Her leadership agency was Mid-Michigan Medical Center Midland Observation Unit. Her goal is to obtain a position as a hospice nurse or a certified nurse midwife. She is incredibly thankful to her family, boyfriend, and friends for their endless support, encouragement, and love. She loves you so much. Congratulations, Rachel. Sharice Smith. Leadership agency was Hurley Medical Center and ICU. Her first RN position was accepted at Beaumont Hospital in the labor and delivery and postpartum units. She would like to thank her family for supporting her through this journey, especially her mother and boyfriend, Quentin. She couldn't have done it without you. And her angel in heaven, Jamie. She says, this one's for you, Jamie. Congrats. Mackenzie Marie Smith. Leadership agency was McLaren Bay Region Neurology on the orthopedic floor. She has obtained a position at McLaren Greater Lansing in the emergency department and would like to thank her friends, family for all of their encouragement and support throughout nursing school. Congratulations, Mackenzie. Jayla Steele. Leadership agency was Henry Ford, Maine, Internal Medicine. First RN position has been accepted at Henry Ford Macomb Observation Unit. Graduates on the Dean's List for the winter of 16, winter of 18, and invited to Sigma Theta Tau. She would like to thank her parents, grandparents, and close family and friends. Congratulations, Jayla. Samantha Tarbuck. Leadership agency was Children's Hospital of Michigan Neonatal ICU. First RN position has been accepted at Rainbow Babies and Children's Hospital in Cleveland, Ohio, neonatal pediatric ICU float nurse team. She graduates cum laude and would like to thank her family friends for the continuous love and support. She's so grateful to her mother and father for all of the encouragement throughout school. Congratulations, Samantha. Samantha Erin Tennant, Leadership Agency with St. Mary's Hospital Emergency Department. She's obtained a position at St. Mary's Hospital in the cardiac unit. She graduates cum laude and would like to thank her loving husband and parents for sticking with her in the craziness during school. She wants to thank all of her friends and family who supported and pushed her through school. Congratulations, Samantha. Heather Underwood, Leadership Agency with Hurley Ambulatory Surgery. She has obtained a position at McLaren Macomb in the Emergency Department, graduates cum laude, a member of Sigma Theta Tau, and National Society of Leadership and Success. She would like to thank her family and friends for the constant love and support, especially financially, throughout this journey. She says it wouldn't be possible and she wouldn't be where she is today without each of you and pizza. Congratulations, Heather. Lauren Voss, Leadership Agency with McLaren Bay Region, Neural Step Down. First RN position has been accepted at Sparrow Hospital in the LTAC. Graduates cum laude and would like to thank her mom, dad for always supporting her, and her boyfriend Jerome for being her rock through nursing school. Congratulations, Lauren. Victoria Nicole Wanglin, Leadership Agency was Mid-Michigan Midland Neuro, Med Surg and Mental Health Units. First RN position has been accepted at Havenwick Hospital Psych Nurse. She graduates cum laude and would like to thank her amazing friends and family for all of their love and support. Without them, she says she would truly not be where she is today. Congratulations. Rachel Helen Watson, Leadership Agency was McLaren Bay Region 6 East. First RN position has been accepted at the University of Michigan Ann Arbor Emergency Department. Graduating cum laude and would like to thank her fiance, friends, and her in-laws for their love and support during this crazy journey. She couldn't have done it without you, she says. Congratulations, Rachel. Samantha K. Williams, Leadership Agency was McLaren Central Emergency Department. She's obtained a position at Mid-Michigan Medical Center Midland in the Emergency Department and graduates cum laude. She would like to thank her mother and father for always supporting her to be the best she could. She also would like to thank her nursing friends for keeping her sane through it all. Congratulations, Samantha.
The clapping never gets old, does it? So congratulations to our graduates. Okay, graduates, now I want you to stand up and turn around to your family and friends and thank them. So congratulations to family and friends. They absolutely meant it when they said they couldn't have done it without you. This event today is really important to us. All of the pinners, all of the nurses on stage, the faculty, and those of you that are in the audience that are nurses but just didn't get the opportunity to pin. This is when you are welcomed into our profession. And we absolutely believe 100% that it's the best profession that there is. We are as good as we are when we open our hearts up, when we let people in. The note from Olivia was absolutely perfect because you will be your best when you open yourself up to let others into you. So, does that make sense? I say that all the time. Did that make any sense? Does that make sense? Okay, so that's really important. It's unbelievably important, and nobody can tell you how to do it. You have to learn how to do it yourself. We're very, very proud of all that you've accomplished and the roads that you're going to follow. You're going to do great things. We have absolute certainty that you're up to great things. But now, I have a question for you. Feel free to answer, okay? What do you need to do for the next 3 weeks? Study. You need to study, study, and study. Family and friends, did you hear that? They need to study, study, study. 40 hours a week, okay? Full time. It is your full-time job, and we're not kidding. You've got that test coming up. So the test is extremely important. So you must study. I hate to harp on you right here at the end. That's terrible. But anyway, so you've got to study. We have for all of you some cookies and punch behind the curtain. So when we're done, we would like you to take an opportunity to get some more pictures and then to have some cookies and punch. We hope that you'll come back to graduate school someday. I know right now you're thinking that's the last thing on your mind, but we really do want you to come back to graduate school. And we also want to make certain that you come to commencement tomorrow night because the applause never get old. It's wonderful. So we have a special event for you right now. One of your own is going to perform. We have a surprise. And it isn't me.
So I'm not great at speaking, but I'm good at singing, so that's what I'm going to do for you today.
Take one single breath for granted, and God forbid love ever leave you empty-handed. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. When you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you never fear those mountains in the distance, and never settle for the path of least resistance. Living might mean taking chances, but they're worth taking. Loving might be a mistake, but it's worth making. Don't let some helping heart leave you bitter. When you come close to selling out, reconsider and give the heavens above more than just a passing glance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, dance. I hope you 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 dance. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you, Gabby. That was fantastic. And with that, we are dismissed to the other side. Enjoy. Congratulations, class of 2019. We're so proud of you.